Hello, a new video about mixing grays. We are not going to make this one, but you see it's full of grays, and this is probably ultramarine blue and light red altogether. And here we started with burnt sienna, and then we graded down with a mix of purple, so we get nice grays. This and trees are grays, and the boat, on the side of the boat. Only thing what is colored that attract attention. So what we gonna make? Well, we're gonna make grays, and we have 2 cans of water and colors. The best color, or the most familiar color is ultramarine blue, and here we have burnt sienna. This is a red, almost orange brown, and this is a red blue. So they make, you see it already, the most nicest gray there is. And if you don't mix it through, you get nice variation in it. A bit more blue, get a bit more gray down, a bit more paint gray like thing. And you notice already it's granulating. Burnt sienna is granulating, and the ultramarine too. Another one, less red, is cobalt blue. When you set them side by side, you see it's much more clear blue. This with burnt sienna make a more, let's say, friendly blue, gray. Bit more brown. You see, it's not a strong color. It goes to brown immediately. Then, a nice one is ultramarine blue with light red. You must find the color you need a bit for distant trees, distant hills. It's a bit of a bluey gray. My washes are a bit wet, that's why it is drying weird, and it is also hot pressed. You see, this is a beautiful color. Of course, you can make it bluer, more blue. But this is very powerful. If you use too much of this, it gets just a toned down light red. But still, very nice colors. These are the easy grays. Just 2 tones, 2 pigments. But also you have a yellow, and a red. This is transparent yellow, and this red is alizarin crimson. And then we have three blues. I take the cobalt blue, And this is also a bit of variation, a lot more blue than red and a lot more red than yellow. I have to see when I mix them together if I get a nice colored gray. Well, it looks a bit blue, so I take a bit of red. We get a nice gray from the three primaries. Do you make more red, you get a warmer gray. If you make it more yellow, then it goes very quickly to green with a bit more red. You get a gray green. Well, it's nice. Could we do that same with phthalo blue? Well, phthalo blue is something apart. Phthalo blue is nice when you use it with cadmium red. Cadmium red contains yellow, so it got the cool red and the warm red in one. So these two together they are both powerful, so it is a mix that must be in balance. I place it here. Of course, you can make it more powerful by loading up the pigment. Clean your brush between, because that blue is very powerful. The red too. See, like this. Well, the nice thing with grays is you can find grays. I made a painting after Rex Brand. This is an old master that did a lot of things for watercolor, and I made it with these two colors. Phthalo green and alizarin crimson. Will this make gray? Well, it's like the one before. It's a balanced thing because they're both powerful. But yes, they make a nice gray, and it can be warmed up. And of course, cooling down. This is a bit too much. See, the gray green, other than the other gray green, more vibrant. Okay, I show you the painting I did, the watercolor I did from Rex Brand. Every color you see is done with these two pigments, including the darks. Roland Hilder, old master, American master that lived in England, I believe. I love what he makes. And he had a special kind of grey brown. And that was almost the same as I did before that. He used phthalo green and light red. It was a favorite brown of him. Also, these are two powerful colors. But to grey drown a green with light red is quite unusual. Another one that Roland Hilder much liked was again phthalo green, and this time with brown matter. It's a more yellowy also. This is difficult to balance because again both are powerful, but you get a nice beautiful grey. I shall place them. It's more neutral because this is very red, but this one, the brown matter, contains much more yellow, and that's why you get a neutral grey. Another grey I totally forgot, but this is of course usual. It's ultramarine blue and burnt umber. If you make skies, this is the one to go for. Beautiful, really good. When I talk about grey down, if you have a watercolor like this I made before, and you think, oh, this is way too bright, you can grey it down. I show you how it's done. These are the primaries I use. Transparent yellow, cobalt blue, alizarin crimson. The orange is a mix from both of these. The purple is from those two, and the green, of course, from those two. But if you think this is way too bright, remember this is made of yellow and red. What is missing? A bit of blue. And you don't need much. You can just make it a thin wash. You notice the vibrancy goes away. Maybe some more. You grey down the color. The same with the purple. It is made of red and blue. What is missing? Yellow. Can you grey down a yellow, purple with yellow? Yes, you can. It's grayer than this. And same is for the green. You grey down with red. You take the vibrancy away from the color, so you get a better focal point. Well, I hope you liked my grey tutorial. Please like and subscribe. want a lot more followers so I can tell you all I know. Thanks for watching.